And today we're going to be talking about the news. Not ordinary news, but the news that we feel everyone needs to know.
That's right. The news these days is full of politics and doom and gloom and tragedies and all this crap that nobody wants to hear about.
Yes.
There's no current sports on because that was deemed not essential by what can only be considered as a loser or a Patriots fan.
Yep.
Same difference, really. So there's nothing good. And, you know, there's a lot of good things that happen in the world. There's a lot of cool stories that happen in the world. And nobody ever finds out about it because all the newscasters do is talk about the same old crap. So today, we're going to change all that.
Yes, we are.
All right, so we're going to start out with a story that I found. Comes out of Kansas.
Oh.
A man requested a Game of Thrones style trial by combat against his ex-wife to settle their custody battle.
So, what's trial by combat?
Trial by combat. So, I'm assuming most people have watched Game of Thrones.
I have not seen one episode.
Okay. Well, that's the thing. We should have done a show about how he's been living under a rock for his entire life. Okay. Anyways, trial by combat is when two people that are having a dispute fight to the death.
Okay.
Winner wins and the loser loses.
Wow.
Now, it doesn't always have to be to the death. If your opponent yields to you, then you also win and they lose and they still get to live, so technically they win as well. But in this trial by combat, you can also choose your champion if you would like. If you wouldn't personally like to fight, you can choose someone to fight in your stead. So this guy wants to challenge his wife to trial by combat for custody of his kids.
This is great.
Yeah. And he also said that he would allow her to use her attorney as her champion if she would like, because apparently this attorney's a giant dick and keeps screwing this guy over when all he's trying to do is see his kids. Now, it's already tough enough for dads to get custody of their kids when they're fighting, you know, against the mom. That's just the way it is. It's the way it's always been. So apparently he's tired of all this absurd stuff that her lawyer keeps putting him through. So now he's trying to do the same thing to her.
That's great.
But the cool part about this, though, is that technically it's not illegal
Still can
to ask for a trial by combat. Yeah, it hasn't been like outlawed. Like there was never a thing put into law that says that you can't do that anymore. The only stipulation to it though is that you have to file a motion with the judge, and the judge has to permit it. So if it's permitted, they can do it. But it hasn't been done since 1818.
Oh, I see reality show.
Yeah, all over it. Trial by combat. So this dude wants 12-week prep time so that he can build a sword. I
love it.
It's crazy. I hope that this judge, and they haven't ruled on it yet, so I hope that this judge just lets him do it.
Let there be a cool judge.
Yeah. Even if it's with like wooden swords and sticks rather than like real swords.
Yeah.
But I would just like to see that. I hope it's televised on ESPN because it's better than watching the same freaking football game 38 times.
I just watched Tag on ESPN.
Oh my god.
Yes. I would much rather watch this.
Competitive tag.
I wonder
if we could get in on that. I wonder if we could get in on that. That would be cool.
We can and we will.
That would be cool.
So, when I was younger, I would go to Blockbuster.
Oh, I loved Blockbuster.
Yes.
I loved Blockbuster.
All the time I would go there. I rented games. I didn't really rent movies.
See, I was on the other side of that. Me and my dad used to go all the time to rent movies.
I mean, I would sneak in the back and try to rent a porno when I was younger, but what kid didn't? And don't act like you never did, because you did.
Know you did. You know you did.
Or looked around the corner and was like, oh my god.
I remember being like 12, like trying to catch a glimpse of like the covers on the boxes, like,
is that a boob?
What's that?
Oh my god.
I can see her nipple.
So yes, there's one Blockbuster left in the United States. It's in Bend, Oregon.
That's cool.
Yes.
Is it like a franchised one?
No, this is independently owned, I do believe, and she still keeps the store running by selling a lot of merchandise.
The GM?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
She's been running it for like a long time. I think I read that, right?
Yes.
She's been the GM there for a while.
Yep. That's cool. So she, whenever there's like a new release, she'll go to Target or Walmart or any local store and she'll buy 10 DVDs, 10 Blu-rays, and I think that's about it. She doesn't do video games anymore, but yeah, so the company went bankrupt in 2010 as everything transitioned over to Netflix and blah, blah, blah. There was 2 stores in Alaska that were doing okay.
Yeah.
They finally closed, and then One Blockbuster
I
left.
think there was one in Australia too that closed around the same. There was like one left in Australia that closed around the same time as the ones in Alaska.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was.
I think it was Alaska ones closed, and then Australia closed, and then Bend, Oregon.
Yes, Bend, Oregon. And the cool thing about it though is none of her employees got fired. They still get paid, cool. And she's still going strong.
Yeah, I think she's still doing curbside pickups during this whole COVID-19 thing.
Yep.
She sells bumper stickers and hats and T-shirts, and it's almost like a nostalgia thing for the people that go there.
And for me, I would love to get a Blockbuster shirt.
I'd definitely buy a Blockbuster T-shirt.
Because for me, that was just part of my childhood.
Absolutely. It was some of the best times, going with my mom or going with my dad to grab a movie.
Yeah.
And I remember, and I'm going to age myself here, I remember when it was all VHS.
Yes.
Like, DVDs hadn't even come out yet.
I don't know if she does VHS anymore.
And the stacks, though, were this wide for 5 tapes. You know what I mean? And the worst feeling in the world, though. Tell me I'm not wrong. It's the worst feeling in the world when you were a kid. Going to Blockbuster, you're pumped to watch a new release. It's finally out. You go down the aisle, you take a left, new releases, empty. Nothing but those stupid little cardboard friggin' things with the pictures on it, and you just go up there frantically, like, touching all of them to see if a friggin' movie might still be on there.
And your second choice was never... It was never there either.
No, it was never there. The second choice could have been better than the first choice. But it still sucked because it's just not what you wanted to watch.
Yep.
Then you just call every day. Hey, do you Hey, you got this? Hey, is this back? Hey, is this back? No, the next copy should be coming back on Thursday.
Yeah, for me it was always Madden. It was like, yo, is the new Madden in? Oh, it's not. Yo, is the new Madden in? So, there's still a Blockbuster. Bend, Oregon.
We should go. We should take a flight out there one day.
I'm down.
We could stop in Denver first.
And we will do that as
Connection flight in Denver.
I love it.
Done. Find the Illuminati and bring back a Blockbuster T-shirt. All right, so next one I got. So obviously all the parks and stuff across the country are closed right now due to the whole COVID-19 thing. So Yellowstone being one of them that's closed. Big, huge international park. Everybody goes there. People come from all over the world to go there.
Have you been there?
I have not.
I haven't either.
It's definitely on my bucket list though.
Yep.
But right now it's closed. If you go in, you get caught, you get ticketed, arrested for trespassing, blah, blah, blah. So, this one lady had the great idea to go in there, find a geyser, take some selfies to help promote herself on social media.
Oh, okay.
This dumb broad backed up too close to a geyser and fell in.
Oh, of course.
204 degrees
Eek.
This geyser is, on average, as an average temperature. That's so close to the boiling point of water.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And she fell in. So, she got out. 3rd-degree burns, basically, on her whole entire body.
Yeah.
So she's burnt to a crisp. Well,
she's lucky she survived.
I guess not a crisp, because she got wet. So,
right.
I wonder if that helps.
Boiled?
Yeah. Boiled. Yeah, she got boiled. Burnt to a boil. Boiled to a crisp. Whatever. So she gets in her car, because there's nobody around, because the friggin' park's closed. She has to drive 50 miles.
Wow.
Before she ran into a park ranger who had to call, ambulance and stuff, and they ended up mercy flighting her out of the park to a burn center that was nearby. So, don't watch where you're going if you're gonna back up, or just why do you have to be that close? If you take a selfie, you can get the whole. It's not like it's a puddle. These guys are huge. They're huge, and you can't. Stupid.
All over a selfie.
All over a selfie. She deserved that. God. So glad she's not dead, but
True.
Get what you.
She learned her lesson.
Yeah, the hard way.
So we got some sports stories.
This I'm ready for.
Yes. So there was a professional soccer team, South Korea.
I hate soccer.
I do
Out
too.
of all the sports in the world,
I
you about
know.
soccer right now?
I know, but this
better be good.
This had to be talked about. They had a game going on.
Okay.
Could only have so many fans in the stand, you know?
Yeah.
So they decided, hey, let's fill the stands with mannequins, right?
Alright, make it look like it's full.
Make it look full, like the whole thing.
Nothing wrong with that. It's not very interesting, though.
It's not. It's still quiet. But these mannequins happen to be sex dolls. Yes. So they shipped in, I don't know the amount, but to fill the stands, it was a bunch of sex dolls. And people in the stands were saying that they were holding up signs, right? The sex dolls? And it was promoting the sex doll company.
So are these just like blow-up ones?
No, they're
Or are they like the silicone,
the real
like,
deal,
thousands of dollars
yes,
that these people pay for the... Oh, God.
that they look like real people, and yeah, so they're just holding up signs, but it's like, you know...
So, you know, whoever the organizer was that was in charge of getting these mannequins either donated or borrowed to the stadium clearly didn't do their research well enough.
No, well.
Or maybe
He says it was just a mistake.
No. Getting 5,000 sex dolls brought to your stadium to hold signs, I'm assuming in the same language that they speak that were promoting the sex doll company.
Yep.
That guy got cut for...
He did. And also, I don't know who won the game because who cares? There was a bunch of sex dolls in the stand.
I wonder if any of the real fans that were allowed to be there perhaps commandeered one of said sex dolls.
They were like, hey, look at her.
This one's looking at me.
She's still staring at me. What the hell?
It's awkward. You get caught banging a sex doll in the bathroom of a soccer game.
Yep.
That's stupid.
So that's sports for you this week.
All right. Well, let's go a little bit extraterrestrial here. All right. So
I believe.
Yeah. Well, you know, we all know. Well, you should know if you watched the show last week that Matt now believes in aliens.
I do.
Because he thinks that they stole a plane. It was a whole thing.
Yep.
If you don't believe me, just watch the last episode.
It's real.
Well, apparently, as much as I don't like to agree with you or admit that you were right and I perhaps was not, unfortunately, at this time, I have to say you were actually right.
What?
Or there's at least proof that you might be right.
A maybe.
Okay, so life-supporting molecules were found in an asteroid that was discovered that used to be like a piece of Mars.
Yep.
So they found that an asteroid hit Mars.
Wow.
And debris went flying up, and
it.
a few bigger pieces left the atmosphere. One ended up coming down 15,000 years ago and crashing into Antarctica. So they discovered this thing, started doing some analyzing on it, figured out that it was from Mars, but then they did a secondary study on it, and they went even deeper into the actual rock itself, super down to the microscope and all that stuff, and they found what's essentially water, or the molecules that help make up water.
From Mars.
From Mars, yeah. And they found it deep embedded in the rock. So they originally thought that it was contaminated from molecules here, and all stuff that it just collected on it from Earth. But they went so deep into the rock that there was no chance that it was from Earth.
Right.
So essentially, what they're saying is, they believe now that this is definitive proof that there was underground rivers on Mars.
That's crazy.
Which had the right stuff in them to support life. So there is an even better chance that at some point there was some kind of life on Mars.
Wow.
So aliens are real.
That's
apparently.
See?
I still don't believe they fly around in little discs, but
what? Well, that I don't believe either.
Yeah. But I don't know if they're going to steal a plane from this little underground river, but it's a start. It's a start.
You got any more stories before our guest comes in?
So I got a quick one here. So a cannibal was arrested in the Ukraine, right? And so he killed his girlfriend, and then he ate her legs.
Why her legs?
I don't know. Maybe the fatty parts? Is it like getting a...
Yeah, there's a lot of...
You know what I mean? Like it's the biggest part. I don't know. Maybe it tastes better. I don't know. If you're a cannibal, write us. And, send us an email at wedon'tcare@onedrinkpodcast.com. Because you're a cannibal, so don't actually write us. So when he got questioned after he got arrested, he told the cop, when they asked him why he killed his girlfriend and ate her legs, he goes, "I was hungry."
That's it.
That's it. You don't got something in the fridge to just eat? No chips?
Yeah.
No string cheese?
Anything.
Nothing?
Oh.
Nothing? Even some carrot sticks? I'm going to kill my girlfriend, eat her legs.
Look at those legs.
It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. Maybe he had a leg fetish.
He did. An extreme
leg fetish. If you have that kind of leg fetish, unfollow us, unsubscribe, and don't like us, please.
Exactly.
Okay, last one, and I thought that you would really appreciate this one.
Let's hear it.
So, a Canadian woman's life was saved by her breast implants.
I love it already.
I figured you would.
I love it.
So, this lady got shot.
Okay.
Right? And it went through her breast implant.
Oh.
And the breast implant deflected the trajectory of the bullet. So, when they removed the breast implant and they sewed her all up and fixed her and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
They looked at the trajectory of the bullet as it passed through the breast implant,
Right.
and they noticed that from where it started, the direction it was going is it would have gone through her heart, out of her back, and then through her spine.
Damn.
But the way that it curved in the breast implant, it missed her heart and then lodged like somewhere like behind her ribs on the other side. And didn't go out of her back. And they said that if it would have gone through its intended path,
Yep.
she would have died
Wow.
almost instantly. And she's totally fine. She had no major complications, and she's totally fine.
I love
Because of
fake
the breast
boobies.
implants.
I like fake boobs.
Yeah, apparently they're life-saving.
They are.
So, if you've had a life-saving breast implant story, write us.
Please.
At We Care.
And show
at
pictures.
onedrinkpodcast.
Show pictures. Right? I mean, why not? Who cares? So yes, we have our guest coming on, and we'll be back.
Yeah, absolutely. See you soon.
Welcome back, everybody. We got our first guest on the show, Alex.
How you doing?
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, we're super excited. It's a big moment for us personally because we've been wanting to have a guest on the show for a long time.
Yes.
Alex has been a supporter of ours since we started, and it's cool to have you here.
Thank you for having me. You guys have been a supporter for me.
Yes.
So,
We always
likewise.
support local. Support local.
absolutely.
So how did you start with your business?
Oh my God, I've been into artwork ever since I was a kid.
Yep, I remember.
Yep. And I remember always wanting to be my own boss since I can remember.
I like that idea.
And I tried all sorts of things that didn't work out. Shampoo gigs. Oh God, I won't get into it.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember
yeah.
you being in the restaurant business for
That's right.
for a
That's
little bit
right.
of time.
Oh yeah, Ollie, weren't you my manager at one point?
For a very small amount of time, I think I was. Yeah.
I apologize for everything. Oh man, Quimby's was awesome though,
Yep.
and the wings. Oh my God.
Yep,
Still
they're all
great.
still the same. Still
So-
got all those OG sauces there, man.
Oh yeah. I was back a few weeks ago, but even when I was working there, like on downtime, I would draw. And I remember I got one of my first gigs there. Someone came up to me. His name was Dragon. I don't know if he still goes there. Okay.
I feel,
Hard
like I,
name
would,
to
I feel like I
remember.
would remember a
Yeah.
dragon. If there was a dragon, I feel like I would remember a dragon.
He's the
Hey,
nicest
what's up?
guy
What's up?
ever.
What's your name, dude?
The
Dragon?
nicest guy.
What?
Him and his wife are wonderful.
We're gonna be friends if your actual name is Dragon.
Well, he was like, hey, can you draw one of those with my wife's name on it?
All right.
That was one of my very first gigs ever, and I was like,
Oh, that's
That's
kinda
cool.
what?
That's cool.
Sure, yeah. So made a quick buck there, and I was like, I think I'm gonna do this for real.
Take the leap.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it took like 10 years after that.
Yeah.
Just to let
Well, it's
you
gotta
know.
be scary too, going into that. Be like, okay, I'm gonna try to make money doing something that I enjoy
Yeah.
doing.
Oh, yeah. And, back then everyone supported me when I first started printing the shirts. And I remember I would show you guys, and they'd be like, that's a good one. Yeah, keep trying.
I think buried somewhere in a Rubbermaid container at the bottom of a closet somewhere in my house, I still have a shirt that you made.
Yes.
Probably at least 10 years ago. Or
Oh,
so.
yeah.
It's gotta be.
Like one
But
of
I
the
remember-
originals?
Oh,
Yeah,
geez,
like one of the original shirts
made
that
in
you
my
made.
parents' basement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with like no equipment and
Yeah.
like nothing. And I remember it because I liked the design on it, but it was so crooked.
That's
it was-
still one of the
it was-
biggest problems I have. Everyone, look, is that one crooked?
No, that one's good. But
Okay,
it was
alright.
it was because it was basically what the design or whatever that it was basically in the shape of a square, but the square was
Yeah,
like, and
oh,
it wasn't meant to be that way,
Right,
either, because it's not
right,
like it's
yeah.
it's supposed to be like that. No, it was, you could just tell it was just slightly off, and it was just crooked. And I was like, whatever, man, I'll just stand like this, and then the shirt will look cool, like it's straight.
Cheers to that, bro. Cheers to that.
I promise you, I have that shirt somewhere because every time I clean out my closet, I went to
You're like,
get rid
oh,
of it.
when I mow the lawn,
I was
I
like,
put that on.
I was like, damn, that's
Let me get
Alex's
that shirt
crooked
out.
shirt. I was like, I gotta keep that. I gotta
That,
keep
look,
that shirt.
if I ever make it famous, hopefully I'm still alive.
Oh yeah, I'm selling that shirt on eBay quick.
Yeah, put a mill on there,
Right,
buddy.
Alex's OG crooked shirt.
Yeah, well, I inched my way forward since then.
That's cool, man. So, other than the website at Gods and Gladiators, where else can people get your stuff?
So hopefully I'll be allowed back at the market soon, since I'm non-essential. They only have like vegetables and.
People gotta wear shirts though, man. I
Yeah.
feel like that's essential.
It is.
I mean, hey, I don't care if the ladies don't wear shirts. The guys, yeah, I think the guys can wear shirts. So they said maybe June at the market, but hit me up on my social media, and people contact me all the time, and I'll meet them. I'll drop off at their house, leave it at their door if they're whatever, not there.
Trying to social distance.
Yeah,
and stuff.
all that.
So yeah, what's the meaning behind Gods and Gladiators?
You know what? Okay, so this
Is there a meaning? I mean,
when I was making it, really about to like make it happen, I was like, okay, I need a catchy name.
of course.
I'm drawing all the Greek gods, all gladiators. I'm like, Gods and Gladiators sounds cool.
Yep.
Bada bing, bada boom. That's it. The only thing I don't like about that is people are very religious these days, and they're like, why God? Why do you use that word?
Ugh.
And but the funny thing is those people that usually say that end up buying off me anyways.
Which is perfect.
Right?
That just bugs me though. Like they ask,
To
like the
me,
religious people, and then they say that, but then it's freedom of religions.
it's right.
So why
It's
why even bug you about the name?
It's not too many people. A couple, like 2-3 people in my entire like career.
All right, well that's not too bad.
Right, but it's just a catchy sounding name is all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like it because you've got so many different things that are available. You've got T-shirts with the Rochester logo on it. You know what I mean? You've got the stuff with the Gods and Gladiators logo on it. You got jackets and shirts and all this kind of stuff, and then just artwork, which I have several of hanging up down in my house now.
Thank you.
That Jackie and I got at the market right before the world started to end.
Oh.
But they look good downstairs, man. I like it.
Yeah, you guys have a downstairs bar. Yeah. I saw some photos. Jealous.
Yeah, I'll have to send you the picture of the stuff that we got of yours hanging up next to the bar. So
Nice.
Which, I'll tell you what, having a bar at your own house that's fully stocked
Oh.
during the quarantine, best thing ever.
So we're doing the next show where?
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah, doing it at the bar. We'll
Need
never
a guest. Anytime you guys need a guest.
We'll never get this show done, though. We'll never get this show done. So, funny, I want to bring this up to everybody, though, because you won't be seeing this because it happened over there. Alex showed up with a green shirt on, and a green screen behind us, and so if we would have let him stay with his green shirt on, and he was like, "Oh, don't worry, I got something else to put on in the car," and he was like, "Oh yeah, the guy that sells T-shirts doesn't have T-shirts." So we're glad that he's here, and you can actually see him instead of just his head floating on top of the One Drink logo.
You could have put a hot bod underneath there for me.
I'm with stupids. No, we could have given you a 6-pack.
Oh, of course. I'm close to a 6-pack.
So yeah,
A 6-pack of Hefeweizen?
Yeah.
I've never had that before.
Dude, I got a ton out there for you.
Well, we might have to call this 2 drinks. What? No.
Hey.
That's how we get in trouble on this show.
So, since it is only 1 drink, right? Back in the day, you could drink what?
All night.
All night long, right?
All night long.
And you could get up and the next day you're like,
Go to work.
hey,
Tell stories to your like older core workers. Like, yo, dude, guess what happened to me?
last night was sweet.
Yeah, dude, you're never gonna guess.
I remember him extremely hungover at the restaurant before, though.
Oh, come on. There.
What?
At the restaurant, it's funny. What got me drinking?
Oh.
Because so I was never into drinking, so they're like customers would always ask me, what does this beer taste like? And I'm like, I'd run to Ferg. I'm like, Ferg, what does this taste like? And he'd be like, dude, just drink some. Next thing you know, I'd be like, oh my God, like, this beer's delicious.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, I enjoyed it. What can I say? You guys did it for me. So I learned beers.
And it wasn't Tullamore liquor? Did that get you at all?
Tullamore, I don't do Tullamore liquor.
Okay, good.
Yeah, why?
Well, that's just what gets
That's
me.
that's the big drink.
Every time it's
Quimby's
like...
now.
At Quimby's?
Yeah, so that's
Oh,
one of
God.
my drinks that I can never drink again. Because one night,
Oh, God.
Oh,
I drank way too much.
So now you look at the bottle and you're like, yeah.
Oh, God.
that one was tough.
I hate
That was a tough night.
I never had any of those nights at Quimby's.
That was a Dublin night. that he's talking Dublin Underground.
Dublin
Do you remember?
Underground.
Did you ever go to Dublin?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
I
Drew,
did.
Drew Nye's Dublin Underground.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Go
to
down
you,
there and
Drew.
hang out.
Yeah, downstairs. Me and Matt went
Yeah.
there. Me and Matt went there one night for $3 telly shots and
Oh.
it was
Game
horrible.
over.
We did not just have
$3
one.
might as well be free. Dude.
Yeah. So like now, obviously, if I was to do one of those nights, it literally takes me
A week to.
seriously like
Yeah.
2 to 3 days to like get back to
Normal. Yeah. No,
Oh.
I know.
Brutal.
Yeah, seriously, it's horrible.
Getting old sucks.
But we're not old. Right?
Chirp, chirp, chirp. I'm not old. In this current room, I'm the youngest, so I'm alright with that.
Well,
I think I'm the oldest.
he is right. Are you?
I probably bet you because I graduated in '96 and I failed first grade, so I should have graduated in '95.
But last I knew you were 30. Still 30, right?
43 in next week, dog.
Son of a bitch.
I was just asked him how old he was earlier, and he couldn't remember.
I'm pretty sure.
He was like, I'm 41, or maybe 42.
Yeah.
I try to forget.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Fuck it.
Seriously.
I feel like the young guy over here. I'm still.
Yeah, enjoy it, dude.
He's in his
32.
Yeah, buddy.
God.
That's
Got a
right. You
kid.
guys still look young though.
That's all that matters.
I think so.
That's
Is
true.
we look young
Yep.
and
we still have fun.
we're having fun.
Wake up in the morning
We just need a few days space in between.
to recover.
A good night of
Yeah.
drinking.
That's why I like these. These are only 2.5% alcohol.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Are those new? I mean, I've never seen them.
I just started seeing these about a year ago at like Wegmans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like Hefeweizen with grapefruit. It's awesome.
It's
Nice
perfect.
and refreshing.
Yeah.
Perfect summer drink.
You got a shout out?
Yeah, so we got a few shout outs. Obviously, my mom is a huge fan of the show because she's my mom, whether she likes the show or not.
All
But she
moms
has all her
love the
ladies
show.
that she's friends with down in Hendersonville, North Carolina. So she roped all her friends into watching the show. So shout out to all the ladies down in North Carolina.
I like it.
We also had a question this week from my buddy Dave. He asked what we drank in our drinks, if we actually had one real alcoholic beverage during the show, and we do. I prefer Deep Eddy's lemon vodka and Sprite.
I go back and forth. I mean, I'll have beer, but normally I'll have vodka and cranberry.
Yep. And
Alex
is drinking a Hefeweizen. So yes, Dave, we do drink real drinks.
Yes,
And
indeed.
it's not
You
just
have to.
one.
Yeah.
That is true. I mean, on the show we have one.
Yeah.
Before and after. Who knows?
Yeah.
Right, hey. You know, it's Memorial Day weekend.
Could be 10.
Could be 10. By the end of the
Whoa.
day, it would probably
And then
be 10.
I won't be functional for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
That's why we film on Saturdays and the videos get edited on posted on Wednesdays, because you can't do anything from Sunday to Tuesday.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I would like to thank one of our sponsors. It's Wooden Works. You can find them on Facebook, Etsy, and Instagram for all their information.
Yep, and my friend Kristen at Sprankle Crafts makes all these hats that I wear on all the shows. You can find her shop on Etsy, so shout out to you, Kristen.
And our last sponsor.
And our oldest sponsor,
Yes.
not by age, that wasn't an age crack.
Gods and Gladiators, baby. And if I could, real quick, if you want to support all sorts of local Rochester artists,
Say it all.
shop locally. We're going to be going live May 30th, and there's going to be a ton of artists live, so you can interact with them, ask
Really?
questions, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so
I
go to
like it.
shoplocally.com. You'll get all the information.
Great.
And you can buy my stuff and all sorts of other artists. Your friend should get on there. Her too.
Yeah, for
You know?
sure. Yeah, I'll definitely let her know. We're gonna add links to everybody's page and everybody's shops down below. So check that out. And thank you for listening, guys.
That's the one drink for the show.
Cheers!
First interview.